Alright guys, this is a reading passage of the Neighbor Favor. We're going to read pretty much the prologue. It's pretty much about Lily. It says, Lily Greene always imagined that if she were to have a traumatic misfortune of dying young, it would be in a valiant, honorable way, similar to the heroes in her beloved fantasy novels. Maybe she died while rescuing a child or a cat from a burning building, or darting into the street to save an elderly person from being hit by a speeding truck. She didn't imagine that at 25 years old, her final moments would be spent drenched in sweat, dehydrated, out of her mind, and on a crowded New York City subway train without AC during rush hour on one of the hottest days of the year, because this was an event that she might not survive. Lily gripped the subway pole and tried her best to avoid touching 5 other hands that were wrapped around the pole as well. With her free hand, she dug through her tote bag and pulled out her empty water canister as if liquid would magically appear inside. Usually, she was smart about filling it before she left the office. But today, her boss, Edith, vice president and publisher of Edith Pearson Books at the esteemed Mitchell and Milton Inc., had been in a particular terrible mood after a mistaken falling from an email phishing scam that meant IT had to taken a hold of Edith's computer, and she couldn't sit in her own office, which meant she had to stood over Lily's shoulder in Lily's tiny cubicle, repeatedly proclaiming that she was an innocent victim of a malicious scammer. All the while, Lily wondered if, when someone emailed you claiming to be a long-lost grandson of John F. Kennedy, and said person then claimed you could read a draft of their memoir for publishing, considering by clicking an unsecured, highly suspicious link. Could you really blame anyone but yourself for clicking said link and therefore unleashing a virus onto your computer? So this was pretty much Lily's day at the office, and her boss is basically mean, a mean lady. And at the end of the book, she pretty much quit her job because after a while she grew pretty much tired, even though she stayed until she basically found something that would basically be more beneficial for her. So yeah, so that was a reading passage of the prologue of Lily Greene. And if you like any reading passages that I do, drop them down in the comment section. You can like, comment, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at MissScorpio29, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.